Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special.
Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's going to swing on Jim.
He's a complicated fellow.
People like me.
I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
All I saw was Jennifer Coolidge, like, ad commercials.
Can you say, and that's Crush a Coors Light, like Coolidge?
I need a hot dog real bad. Coors Light. Real bad. I just want a hot dog real bad. Crush a Coors Light real hard. I just want to max on my credit card real bad. Go to Ruth's Chris and just swipe that card real bad.
Every sentence doesn't have to end in real bad.
But it does.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison. Alongside Matt Hamilton and Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
It is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. At the Mountains of Blue, you know what to do.
And that's Crush
a Coors Light.
I'm Jim Rutledge. I have the power in the Everlight Solar Studio alongside Molly Brown and Matt Hamilton. Primetime War Shine behind the glass. You can see us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream and stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app. Well, the Green Bay Packers did it. Let's go. Lukas Van Ness.
Let's go.
Fifth-year option picked up.
Let's
That's
go.
a dub for Gutey. It's always a dub to pick up your first-round draft pick's fifth-year option, right?
Let's go.
Can I just say this, and you guys can react? It's never a good sign when Rob Demoski from ESPN starts the article about the team picking up your contract, saying, despite recording only 8.5 sacks over his first 3 NFL seasons, Green Bay Packers defensive end Lukas Van Ness had the fifth-year option picked up on his rookie deal.
Let's go.
They'll pay him basically $14 million in 2027.
Ugh, imagine getting paid $14 million to just suck at your job.
Let's go.
To underperform.
Like, what is
Suck
the
is
real
mean.
life?
Underperform.
He kind of sucked for where he was picked. But, like, what's the real life equivalent to this? Like, to be mid at your job?
I mean, maybe it's like the real estate agent that just gets like one really big house every year.
You know what it is? It's the FedEx driver that doesn't drive up Matt Hamilton's driveway and gets the $13 million or $14 million contract picked up.
That is right.
You wouldn't pick up his contract, would you?
No,
Matt?
I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't.
Okay, I mean...
I tried to trade him for some draft capital, but eventually I'm going to let him walk because I'm not paying that FedEx guy.
To only do half his job, right?
Yeah.
Who's doing the bare minimum? I mean, he's doing his job. Like,
yeah.
Luke Van Ness is
Kind
playing
of. He
football.
wasn't out on the field for half
true.
the season
That's
last
true.
year.
That's true.
Yeah.
Can't remember what his injury was. Ryan, do you remember? Yeah, I know you remember off the top of your head.
I want to say it was a back issue for him last year. I can't quite remember.
Back issue.
But yeah,
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
43 career games for the Packers, 8.5 career sacks.
That's not great. We didn't
That's
like
awful.
Rashawn Gary.
Yeah, he had less than Rashawn Gary last year
compared to Lukas Van Ness.
Honestly, yeah.
Let's go.
But
this is the year he makes the jump, though. Notoriously, first-round draft picks make their big jump in their fourth year. I base that on no stats at all.
hope.
Yeah, I believe it because I believe it's going to happen.
I mean, he wasn't productive. He was productive in no, he wasn't productive in college either. Yeah,
third down pass rusher.
I don't understand. So, are you? $14 million isn't a crazy amount, but it's also too much to pay a guy if he continues on his 3 sack a year pace.
Yes.
Would you have done this?
Now, well, how much does losing or getting rid of Rashawn Gary affect Lukas Van Ness, though? Like, do you think Brian Gutekunst is looking at it like, your production's going to go up because Rashawn Gary's not there?
Well, fingers crossed. Like when he says that, he crosses his fingers, but yeah.
Like, maybe that's the reasoning behind it? To me, I don't know. This whole thing, when I saw it, I was just like, okay, so Brian Gutekunst... Thanks, Ryan. My take sucked that bad.
Yeah, get off the air.
No, I think the thing that I initially thought of when I saw this was, okay, so Brian Gutekunst likes Lukas Van Ness, but he doesn't love him. Like, he doesn't love him enough to be like, yep, we're signing you to it, whatever. We'll keep this fifth-year option on here. We'll do it because we like you. Don't love you yet. You need to show us a little bit more before we want to marry you. Like,
it's a promise ring?
I guess. Well, yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know who gives out promise rings, weirdos. Did
I have
get-
a feeling you gave out one.
No,
the way you just had like the look on. Didn't you have like a look on his
No,
face?
I
Like,
can't.
I don't know who would ever do that.
I was like, oh no, did Matt do that with
Yeah.
Jen? And I was
Dude,
like,
no way.
No.
way.
No, I did not.
Ryan, you ever given a
I wasn't getting any promise rings. I wasn't giving any promise rings.
could have just stopped at haven't given any or getting any, but promise rings that into it.
No, now he's a sad boy. Don't do that.
Mean.
That was mean.
Well, I thought this was about Lukas Van Ness.
Oh yeah, Lukas Van Ness.
He seems like a guy who would give a promise ring too.
Maybe
He
he did
probably
to
did.
Cole
Cole-
Kmet's
yeah,
sister.
Cole Kmet's
Actually,
sister.
they probably did. They grew up like 15 miles from each other, different high schools in northern Illinois.
That screams promise ring in high school.
That does.
Yeah.
So
It's just a lot of money to pay a guy. Promise a guy.
Let's go.
right. So,
Is it overpaying?
I mean, I was curious, so I pulled up the edge rushers and their average annual contract, and yeah, most of these guys are better.
I mean, would you? Just forget all that. Would you pay him?
I don't think so. No,
Like he has to have what?
he has to at least have
8 or 9
8.5
sacks?
sacks again.
8 or 9 sacks?
He has to
Again?
match
Hold on.
his career total.
Well, hold on. What was Rashawn Gary getting paid? 22 or something?
I just looked at it on this list of the highest paid edge rushers. He's getting paid $16 million per year with the Cowboys. I think that's a little bit of a restructure after his.
But what was he
contract
getting with the
Packers.
Packers?
I want to say it was like 24.
I
per
had
year.
like 20 something in my mind.
Because at
So,
the time he was one of the highest paid defensive ends.
so if you cut his in half, Rashawn Gary famously never had double digits. So let's say max 8, right? Let's say 8
If you cut it
sacks.
to half, Van Ness still doesn't
It's
get to the number
4
per
or 5.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's Van Ness's career total.
Oh yeah. What does he average per year? 2?
Well, it's been
3
3 years,
God
8.5
damn.
total sacks. So,
3.
yeah.
He's averaging
So
about
about
3.
you want to
Almost
So
three.
bad.
Not quite 3, actually.
He sucks at his job because he sucks at his job.
No.
because he was a pass rush specialist at Iowa, coming to the Packers.
I
to
wouldn't
be
even
a pass rush specialist.
He wasn't really a pass rush specialist. He was
I don't
just
think they
like
used
the
him in the
third
right
down
way.
specialist.
He was like an energy specialist. He was there to just muck stuff up in the middle. That was like really all he did. He just called it chaos.
What is he, like a toddler? You just give him a bunch of Skittles and get out there and do something.
Yeah, he's got the zoomies.
Yeah, kind
Literally.
of. He's just a huge toddler with the zoomies. He's just a freak athlete who Gutey saw at Iowa and went, I can mold him into something.
He's got a high RAS score.
Yeah,
I need to have him on the Packers.
Here's what Gutey said. He's like, you know what? We had so much success with Rashawn Gary developing him from a high RAS guy into like a fine-tuned machine.
Sack machine.
We just got to do the same thing with Van Ness.
I mean, you're talking about Pro Bowler Rashawn Gary.
Right. Rashawn Gary is getting paid. He restructured his deal, still $16 million. He's coming off how many? Like 8.5 sacks just last year, probably. Rashawn Gary, right? That number?
I think he had 8
8
total.
I think he got to 8.5, and then that's where it cut off for the final.
he did have a
game.
half.
Okay,
I
but
think
that's-
it stopped.
that's-
His last one was against Rodgers.
That's
No?
in one season. Now the Packers have just guaranteed to pay a guy $14 million next season, not the one coming up, but the following one, for 8.5 career sacks over 3 seasons.
Question: Is there any way that the Packers can get out of this $14 million number? Like if they ever moved off of him, they still have to pay him. Is there literally any way to not pay him $14 million? Like, is there a
If
way
some
to only
other
pay him
team
like
opts
5?
to trade for him and
Okay.
says we'll take this
let me get some of
contract.
those sweet 4 sacks for $14
Yeah.
million. Let me get my hands on that.
Yeah, I mean maybe
What's
Jerry
the-
Jones if he
what's
wants to
the-
construct the Packers defense
What's
down in
the PPS
Dallas.
on that? Price per sack.
Right.
Like each sack is $3 million. A
Good Lord.
little more.
Yeah.
3.5.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's a lot of money. Who you said that you had a list of people? I'm just
Yeah,
genuinely curious for my own knowledge. Like, who are the other players that you kind of were comparing him to?
Well, it's not really comparison. It's more just like seeing who is around that pay structure, right? That number.
Okay, who
And
is it?
the one at 14.5, so a little higher, Bradley Chubb on the Bills. Like
I would take Bradley Chubb over.
I would take Bradley Chubb over him. Now, there's a couple guys that are just under him, like
Just give me numbers. Give me names.
Avril Reese already is going to make that as a rookie, and I would
I'll
take
him.
that
Yep,
chance.
Yep.
I've never heard of Carl Granderson.
Don't
He's
know who that
30, so he's like
Plays for the
been in
Saints.
Yeah, Saints. I've never paid attention, so he's
How do you have that knowledge? Like literally, it's literally a
I
guy
have,
that
I have the same list.
nobody's ever
I have
heard
the
of.
same list pulled up as Matt.
Jonathan
okay.
Cooper.
Jonathan
He plays for the Broncos.
Yeah.
And then, David Bailey, but he was just drafted, right?
Yep. I'll take David Bailey over Van Ness, too.
Yeah, so I mean, Abdul Carter, who plays with the Giants, he was a rookie last year. He was pretty solid, I feel like, for the Giants. I don't know. Here's the thing. It's a lot of guys that if you're not a really big football head, you're not gonna know these people, or at least some of them. Bradley Chubb maybe, and some of the guys
And a lot
that
of
just
those
got
guys are like
drafted.
that's like just like the war of attrition is like you're at a company for a long time, you're in the NFL for a long time, you just kind of get these natural raises from being in the
Right.
league for a while, new minimums.
Yeah, so I just
This is a
this
without
is
a
high.
doubt.
It's high.
This is hope. This is a hope signing. Hope is not a
I
strategy.
was just gonna say, hope it's not a strategy.
It doesn't mean it won't work out, but this is just vibes and hope.
Great. Love to construct a roster based on vibes and hope. Nothing makes you feel better than
And
that.
RAS scores.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's what he was drafted on was vibes and hope. RAS score.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, does anyone disagree? Like, this is just let's hope this works.
Now, I will say, I feel like Micah Parsons had, I feel like there was different things that he said throughout the season that you could specifically point out that he was kind of poking at Rashawn Gary, like not giving him any credit, like he was irritated by Rashawn Gary.
For his loafs.
Yes, and I feel like he was more so a fan of Lukas Van Ness. Maybe I'm wrong in saying that, but I think he liked the
the hustle,
effort
yeah.
that Lukas
Yeah.
Van Ness put in. So I don't know if there's something to be said about that Micah Parsons being more of like a natural leader to be able to build Lukas Van Ness up, and maybe that's something that Brian Gutekunst sees. I don't know.
yeah.
Again, that's what you're hoping for, and you're hoping that Micah Parsons is going to elevate everybody on this defense. But like,
Can he do that when he's not on the field for the first 3-4 games?
I think he has more of an impact being off the field than Rashawn Gary did on the field.
Yeah, I agree. As far as like if he is seeing something on the sideline and tells you got to use the swim move to get by this guy, and there's Van Ness getting by him.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Let's go.
I think the
Is
biggest
this
thing
possibly too like obviously it's hope, but
it's a bet.
Gutey very proud. Maybe he's thinking like when LVN pops off this year, this is going to be a steal for next season.
But not really, because what happened with
Because
Jordan?
it's just 1 year, right?
Because then you're going to restructure it because you
Yeah.
don't want to have him going into a contract year.
Well, I think you can directly then relate it back to like Jaden Reed, because you could say that about Brian Gutekunst, where he was like, okay, this is going to be a steal because Jaden Reed has shown that he is a good enough wide receiver, and like we talked about with Jason, that's a pretty good deal that they got for who Jaden Reed is and is going to be, right?
Right.
But like
And they
Lukas
did the
Van
same
Ness
thing
hasn't
with-
shown you anything
right.
to be able to say that. Like maybe he's a great locker room guy, and Brian Gutekunst is paying for that, but I don't know.
I think you hit the nail on the head, at least for one part they're banking on, is Van Ness. I don't think we can really question his energy and his effort.
yeah.
So, like, he's going to bring it all the time, and it does matter. And I'm guessing that LaFleur, true or false, believes Rashawn Gary was one of those bad clubhouse guys, bad locker room guys, and so addition by subtraction. But this is definitely still hope and betting, because there's nothing on game film that shows you that Lukas Van Ness is near anything close to $14 million a year, even in 2027. We'll talk more about that. But look, hope isn't a strategy when it comes to building your football team or when it comes to building your body. Go see Carbon World Health. Talk to them about the 6-week experience. You can go work out there. You can ask them about cryotherapy, red light therapy, semaglutide, hormone optimization. All those are available at Carbon World Health. So go see my good friends over there. They have a location in Sun Prairie, and they also have a location in Madison. Carbon World Health, 2 locations in the Madison area. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Okay, Jim, the
Nerds
phone's
is up.
on. Say your take now about Jordan Love and Matt LaFleur.
Nope, that's a photo. That's a photo, not a video.
League sources are telling me that Jim Rutledge needs to hold his phone further back.
Link sources tell me you guys need to learn to listen.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
I didn't see myself going to college because I struggled with anxiety and depression, but I'm so glad I didn't let that stop me. At Madison College, I've found my community. There are a ton of support resources, and I never feel like I'm alone. My advice to others, keep pushing on. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
At J&K Security Solutions, protecting your home or business is more than just a priority. It's what we do. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. Since 1987, J&K Security Solutions has been committed to providing Madison and southern Wisconsin with dependable security solutions. Whether it's security, fire, or the latest automation solutions, go to jksecurity.com to see how J&K can help keep your home or business secure. Get protected now at jksecurity.com.
Hey, it's Molly Brown. And let's be honest, between work, kids, and everything else life throws at me, I'm always looking for a little extra energy. That's why I love Zoa Energy. It's made with natural ingredients, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, so I get that boost I need without the crash or jitters. Plus, there are tons of great flavors. It's vegan, gluten-free, and even low in sugar, so it fits right into my busy, health-conscious routine. So grab a Zoa Energy, fuel your body, focus your mind, and take on your day like a champ.
We expect our information in real time. US Med carries continuous glucose monitors, which provide real-time readings of blood glucose levels. US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 500 private insurers. So call 888-665-0696 today for a free insurance and Medicare benefits check as easy as... That's 888-665-0696.
Evan Cohen here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app, share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required, not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
ESPN Madison and Zimbrick Honda are celebrating the area's best high school sports stories with the Game Changers of the Month. Follow ESPN Madison on social media to see the teams recognized for making a positive impact in the community. It's the Game Changers of the Month, presented by Zimbrick Honda.
Planning for your financial future shouldn't feel overwhelming. I'm Brian from Canopy Wealth Management, and I believe your financial plan should be as unique as you are. Whether you're a details person or you prefer the simplified view, we've got you covered. Plus, with our easy-to-use online platform, you can check your progress anytime, anywhere, even at 2 a.m. in your pajamas if that's your thing. At Canopy Wealth Management, we promise care, competence, and clarity in everything that we do. Get started today at canopy-wealth.com.
Paid for by Canopy Wealth Management. Canopy Wealth Management is registered as an investment advisor with the SEC.
Hi, I'm Dr. Joseph Henningsen with Stoughton Health Ortho Team Clinic. I specialize in joint pain and joint pain surgery, specifically hip and knee replacement, including second-time surgery for hip and knee replacement.
Learn more at orthoteam.com.
Bo here from Ridgetop Exteriors. Southern Wisconsin got hit hard with hail recently. If your home took a beating, now's the time to take action. We've been delivering top quality roofing, siding, and window services locally for over 23 years. With free damage assessments and insurance experts on staff, we've been your licensed, local, and trusted contractor since day one. Don't wait until small damage becomes a big problem. Turn to Ridgetop Exteriors today. Ridgetopexteriors.com. That's Ridgetopexteriors.com.
Ridgetop Exteriors.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
If you're looking for an energy drink that actually supports your wellness goals, look no further than Zoa Energy. It's packed with natural ingredients, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that gives you a clean, focused boost without those jitters. It's also vegan, gluten-free, and it fuels endurance and mental clarity. Head over to zoaenergy.com to find where you can pick some up for yourself.
She's Molly Brown. I am Jim Rutledge. Matt Hamilton with us in the Everlight Solar Studio. Primetime Morrison behind the glass. Get into the show, 844-770-3776. That's the Carbus Talking text line. The list is more. You can see us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream and stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app. Molly, do they make a pickle-flavored Zoa?
No, thank goodness. Actually, you know what?
Would you rather have the mango or the pickle?
Mango.
Okay.
People probably... Actually, you know what? Because, Matt, you're an athlete. Jim, you're an athlete.
Mm-hmm. Try not to laugh too hard at it.
I felt bad if I didn't include you in it, and then I was like, oh, God,
Ryan,
I'm already
you're an athlete.
Ryan, you're an athlete.
Big time.
You guys all are, to, like, your own extent. We all are, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, pickle juice. You drink it to, like, prevent cramps, right?
Yeah.
So,
a
like,
lot of electrolytes.
So, like, if you wanted to add even more electrolytes to your Zoa, maybe they make, like, a pickle flavor one. I don't know.
Which flavor would take in pickle juice the best? Like the lemon lime, probably?
I would assume lime.
But the lemon lime is so good. You can't ruin the flavor. Lemon lime is literally my favorite Zoa.
But what are you like?
Fave.
So what are some of your, like, are there any pickle collabs you like?
So I actually got pickled chips.
That sounds like it'd be good.
Yeah, they're good. It's just.
What do you mean when you say pickled chips? Like chips that have pickle
sorry.
flavor?
Yes.
I'm
So,
imagining the slices.
No, that is fair. That is fair. That is a pickle chip. No, so I went to Costco and I got like the avocado whatever chips.
Yeah.
Like you know how it's like the
it's
avocado oil. Yeah, so like healthier, makes you feel better about eating like
the whole
50,000 grams of fat. Yeah, exactly. At least
It's actually
avocado oil.
5,999 grams.
Yeah, perfect. So it's avocado like crispy kettle chips with a
like
pickle
flavor.
collab.
Gotcha.
But I don't know. It's a little bit too much dill for me, like too much dilly flavor, and I'm not
Sounds
super into that.
delightful.
So like a lot of these things, like I would want to try it. I just like want like a small like personal bag of it. Like 'cause I feel like a whole big bag. I've done this before. Even like on like the pretzel stuff I bought like the cinnamon dots, and I was like, this is too much. Now I like there's especially from Costco, such a big bag. But at some point, you're like, this is not sustainable. I can't eat all of
dots.
These. Isn't that what they're called? Dots pretzels?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're thinking of
thought
Dippin' Dots, aren't
No,
you?
the candy.
Oh, yeah.
The dots, like little gummy. I was like, total D tier candy, Jim. What are you doing buying a giant bag of cinnamon flavored dots?
No, the dots
that sounds
pretzels.
gross.
So I'm like pro collab, but I really, for the most part, I think just want like a snack pack size.
Collabs are just a lot.
They're
a lot, and like
they're the
pickle is
best.
literally everywhere.
They're
We're
the best.
covered in pickles right now.
When two awesome companies join forces to make something normally better than the sum of their components.
But is it usually better, or is it just different?
Take that for data.
Sometimes it's better.
Like what? Like what's one that comes to your mind?
Okay, so my favorite collab
You were so ready for this. Give it to us.
is you can only get these on the West Coast, or not the West Coast, but like the western half of the United
Sushi.
States.
Of course.
Just
We
like
could- we
this
couldn't
fast
have-
food
we-
restaurant
We
that he
couldn't have
had.
it here.
Yeah.
Nope.
I'm telling you, they don't have them here. They're Doritos.
Okay.
They collabed with Tapatio hot sauce.
I don't like Tapatio.
Oh, they're fantastic. They're amazing. And like they're better. I would prefer, if I had the choice between those and Flamin' Hots, I would go with the Tapatio ones every single
Really?
time. Yeah,
Okay.
they're fantastic.
All right, so 844-770-3776. That's Carbon Stock text line. List is more. Chime in with some of your favorite collabs and worst, or least favorite collabs. Because it could be food, it could be drink, heck, even
Apparel.
like apparel. Yeah, that would be the other one too. Chime in on any of them with some sort of collabs. Because, Matt, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't you have some Doritos Dunks?
Yeah,
You did
it's
have
probably, Yeah,
those.
it's probably like the prize of my shoe collection right now.
So
is the
describe them to
Doritos.
us. Those are pretty sweet. Yep.
So they're Nike Dunks. They're low tops, and the heel panel, the toe, and the Nike swoosh themselves are like burlap, like a burlap sack you would buy Doritos, or like not Doritos, but like oranges in.
Yeah.
So that's the theme, is oranges. So they came in like a wooden crate that had like hay and stuff in it, like it was like they were shipping oranges.
Yeah.
And that burlap exterior, if you were to wear them or skate in them, because they are skate shoes, as they wear down, that burlap will intentionally wear off to like an orange nubuck suede.
Okay.
Yeah, so like they're like made to wear down, and there's like a hint of orange under them. So like they change as you break them in, but they're awesome. On the back, it's got the Doritos like pitcher and the oranges sitting on them like in the Nike swoosh. It's definitely a cool collab, and it's one of my favorites that I have at home.
Matt, I know that you're like an athlete and you like care about your body and stuff, but I just want to make you feel good about this. You can get the Doritos Tapatio flavor at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Oh wow!
And also at the Target in Fitchburg. So
I have never.
just so you
okay,
are aware.
well, I don't go to Target very often.
Okay.
And
See,
I
these
don't
places are
go
beneath Matt Hamilton.
and I don't go to Farm and Fleet for food.
Okay, but if it's
Typically.
there,
But it's there. Now, it's nice to know, because
Yeah, Matt, if you're such a
most
fan,
grocery
you'll have
stores, gas stations will
lower
just
your
have that
standards
out.
to go to Target then.
No, I'm not lowering my standards. Target's a fine establishment. That's where my wife goes. I don't go there.
okay, well, tell her to pick you up some Tapatio, because I'm not a fan of Tapatio, but like these are making my mouth water. Like
They're
just
good.
looking at them,
They're good.
So I might have to try them. Otherwise, there's one here that looks pretty good. I don't know who this is. If this is like I Show Speed on it, you know how they do all those like I don't know, like influencer collabs and like athlete collabs and whatnot. But these are Ruffles and Doritos So like the cheddar sour cream Ruffles mixed with the Dorito.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Why were you drinking?
Because
Just
my
mouth was
my mouth
watering.
is literally watering. Looking at these, one, I'm starving. Like
Okay.
I've not been packing enough food. Well, I've just been.
I got a
eating
snack
my,
drawer.
I've been
You
eating
have
my
the key.
pickle chips at 10 o'clock in the morning. If I'm being honest, I'm starving, and so then now I'm hungry.
Let's see if we can change your appetite there. What about Hidden Valley Ranch ice cream?
No.
I'm out.
Hard no.
I don't like ranch.
I
so
love
that's-
ranch and I love ice cream, but those two things do not need to be combined.
French's mustard Skittles.
I'd try them.
Normal mustard.
Yeah, yellow mustard. Yeah.
See, like a honey mustard could be good. I would try it.
I would try it,
but
yeah.
I'm not gonna like it.
I wouldn't try the ice cream. Most of these things I would try. What about Velveeta truffles?
Velveeta, like the cheese?
Yeah.
What do you mean truffles?
Like the chocolate?
Yeah.
No.
Like, I mean, that's sort of like.
Do you have a picture?
Like,
not in front
are
of
they
me.
all cheese and they're just shaped like a truffle?
Yes.
Oh, then yes, definitely.
What?
It's just like a small little piece of cheese. It's not coated in chocolate.
Is a truffle like what you get at like a chocolate store?
Yeah, the little like it's like you got softer cheese in the inside and a harder cheese in the outside.
I'm surprised that you would say yes to eating Velveeta. It's the fakest cheese you can buy. I buy it, but like
Yeah, cheese. I mean, cheese is cheese. I'd give it a whirl.
What about?
But it's not cheese. That's the problem. I love Velveeta.
Colgate branded toothpaste flavored like Sprinkles cupcakes.
Have you ever had a Sprinkles cupcake?
No.
It's good, but that'd be good for kids, not for
I
me.
was say, I don't feel like my mouth would be clean.
Sprinkles cupcakes, so good. You can get a cupcake. They have Cupcake ATM. It's in Chicago.
Okay. Matt, you are a connoisseur of fine liqueurs. What about Taco Bell's Pinot Noir?
Taco Bell's Pinot Noir. Ooh. I would say no to a Pinot Noir, so no, I'm in on that. I like some red wine. I'm a bit of a wino.
You're a cork dork.
Panera X Holler and Glow Macaroni Cheese Lip Balm.
Wait, hold on. What did you just say? Panera?
X Holler?
I think that means like that's like how you
Panera
do like a
Bipolar?
collab.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't want to
the collab.
screw it up. Okay. Because the other ones don't have that. Panera and Holler
Holler and Grow.
and Glow Macaroni
I don't know what Holler
And
and
cheese.
Glow is. Ryan, enlighten us.
Lip Balm.
Holler and
Oh, that's just a brand.
Yeah.
Holler and Glow lip balm. Okay.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
No.
What
I
does
don't
it
need
taste
that.
like?
Mac and cheese.
Yeah, lip balm, a mac and cheese lip
See,
balm.
now we're talking
Well,
about being
Panera's
hungry
mac
during
and
the
cheese.
day. Well, I'm talking about being hungry at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Like having just like a lip balm that like I'm constantly just like
Wait.
hungry.
But hold on. What if it was flavored like Jesse Nelson's musty mac and cheese?
Didn't know where you're going with that, and I got
Gotta
a
get that out
little
fast.
nervous. I was
Gotta
like,
get that out fast. What
Yeah.
about, speaking of mac and cheese, what about Kraft mac and cheese ice cream?
I'd try it, but I'm not gonna like it.
I would prefer that one to the ranch one.
You would same. You would totally put hot sauce on that. Just load it up with hot sauce.
What about Grey Poupon ice cream?
What?
Oh, definitely. Oh,
Grey Poupon?
I would
the
love
Dijon
to
mustard?
Poupon my ice cream.
I don't know what that
Grey
is.
Poupon, it's a Dijon mustard. It's like it's the good Dijon mustard.
Cheetos and Milk Bar cheddar cake.
Yeah, I mean, it's cake.
Wait, what was the second brand? Melt Bar?
Yeah.
Nope, I've never heard of Melt Bar.
I don't know what that is.
I'm just like a chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Peeps and Pepsi?
I saw
don't like
Peeps
either
and
one of
Dr.
those
Pepper
things.
too.
What's
Peeps
that?
and Dr. Pepper?
I like Dr. Pepper. I don't like Peeps.
I really like this one. It's Crocs and KFC. And they're like platform Crocs, so the bottom of the platform looks like a bucket of chicken, and the top where the Crocs have the holes have.
Am I
like,
eating
it's
it
like
or am
a
I
chicken
wearing it?
Look, if you're wearing it, and then you know how like Crocs have charms and
Yeah,
stuff you can put
yeah,
on them.
yeah.
You can get like chicken drummies, like looks like extra crispy chicken drummies that smell like fried chicken.
I would
That's
say
disgusting.
If I saw
No,
if I
no.
saw it on someone else's foot, I'd be like, those are awesome, but not for me.
Yeah, I mean they're platforms, Jim. You'd be 6'3".
At least you didn't say I'd actually get to 6 feet tall. What about French's mustard donuts?
Oh,
No,
definitely
gross.
do that. Definitely.
That's disgusting.
Definitely. Is it like
the hell's
like
wrong
a
with
glazed
you?
donut?
What's that?
A glazed donut?
I guess it just
A
says.
mustard glazed donut.
No. I'm hoping for like mustard filling.
Oh, this sounds actually good though.
Ew, you like
like-
mustard that much?
do like,
you
like
have a
cream-
problem.
like a jelly donut, but it's mustard.
Oh, gross.
I like mustard as much as I like hot sauce.
All right,
And you've seen how much hot
what
sauce I
about-
put on it.
Heinz an absolute tomato vodka pasta sauce.
Vodka sauce?
That sounds great.
Heck yeah, 100%.
That actually sounds really good.
I would definitely try that.
Yes.
I saw another one, I think on the same list Jim's looking at as well. It's a Cheez-It and Hidden Valley Ranch.
I have not seen that one. It's a different one.
Wait, I actually, now that I think about it, is it the little crinkly ones? What are those ones called?
No, it's not a Cheez-It. No, it's not a Cheez-It that's ranch flavored. It is ranch that is Cheez-It
Oh,
flavored.
hell yeah, I'm trying that. Imagine that on a ham sandwich
never
or
mind
something.
then.
Oh, count me in.
I
Where
would
can
have
I
been
buy
in
that?
if it was Hidden Valley Ranch flavored Cheez-It. I'd definitely go for
No,
that.
but there is like a because our whatever one of our kids brought like a box. They go, I don't know, it's a whole thing. They brought home a box of like Cheez-It Grooves, and they're like zesty cheddar ranch.
Yeah,
and they're good.
Yeah.
Okay, that does sound good. What about Panera Bread lip balm?
Was it just bready?
Isn't that the one that you already said?
No, it's different.
Oh, this one's bread?
It was Panera
no,
Mac.
because
bread
no,
flavored.
you know, like when you drive past like a bread factory and you're like, oh my god, I just want to like
bakery?
house some. But no, there's like a bread factory in like Sun Prairie when you drive past that, right?
Oh yeah, the
Village
Country Hearth.
Yeah, yeah. And it just smells so good, and you're like, God, I just want to house some bread.
Yeah.
Like, imagine having that on your lips all day. Nah.
Okay, Molly. This
can't be a keto if
This
you have
one's
that
for
on
you.
your lips.
This is the chicken wing line of Hidden Valley Ranch and Burt's Bees. They've got 4 flavors: buffalo sauce, crunchy celery, fresh carrot, and Hidden Valley Ranch.
What's carrots on their lips all day?
I like carrots. That's the one that seems the most acceptable.
But do you like carrots plain, or do you like them dipped in ranch?
If I were to power rank these, it'd be carrot, celery, ranch, buffalo, I think. Because I feel like the buffalo would make my lips
sting in your
tingle.
lips all day.
Let's wrap these up with a couple more. One is basically coffee smelling Dove body wash.
Weird.
I mean, I feel like when you go to a coffee shop, you kind of smell like it anyways.
I'd do it.
I wouldn't hate it, honestly.
It'd be better than like a ranch flavored soap.
And I feel like
hot
every
sauce
like
soap.
Yeah.
quote unquote man's every quote unquote man's soap somehow like has coffee in it now. Like if you buy like Dr. Squatch or whatever.
That's a
come
real
on.
thing?
Yeah.
Sandalwood's the move.
Oh, Sandalwood's in there too.
That's what my car air freshener is.
Oh, how about this weird one? Dr. Squatch and Sydney Sweeney.
Oh, no, have you seen the new ones? Megan Fox.
Is it
Holy Toledo. Ryan.
Ryan?
So on that note,
Ryan, you've seen it. You were
No,
nodding
I
your head. You're like,
haven't.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, watch the NBA playoffs and you will see
on
it.
that note, would you get a Megan Thee Stallion hot sauce from Popeyes? I've had it. It's actually delicious.
All right, then, yeah.
Oh, she had like a McDonald's meal too, right? That was her? Or was that? No, what's the Ice Spice?
Yeah, so I've had the because I like Popeyes. That's my spot. And Popeyes Megan Thee Stallion hot sauce chicken, like the hot chicken sandwich, really good.
Okay.
I would recommend getting it.
All right.
And the last one
I
here.
don't think she had a hand in creating it, but like,
Well, I know. I'm just saying.
continue.
I'd like to think she did.
Okay.
Can I also just say I did try to look up Ice Spice at McDonald's. The
Yeah.
first things that came up was Ice Spice slapped by fan at LA McDonald's. Not that she had a partnership with.
I'm pretty sure she had like a collab.
This was as of a story from April 20th, so that might be what you actually saw.
And then the last one I got here: Taco Bell Cheez-It Crunch Wrap. I would eat that.
Oh, yeah.
I love Cheez-Its.
Taco Bell, Cheez-It, Crunchwrap. Yeah, I'm
So
in.
there's a
That
Food
was
Network
recent.
reporter. This is like influencer collab. Food Network reporter that did an Oscar Mayer bologna face mask.
Okay, bologna, one of the
That sounds like you can't
nastiest
say
lunch
that on the
meats.
radio even, but yeah, go ahead. Like that's just Oscar Mayer bologna face mask.
Yeah, so like she's got a face mask on and it's pink like bologna, but yeah,
Is it bologna?
I don't think so. It doesn't.
I wouldn't put it past it being bologna because bologna's not even food, is it?
Oh yeah,
I don't know what
So
it is.
when you
You're
make
a
something
phony.
like that, you like
Phony
blend
bologna.
the meat with fat and ice, and you make something that's called a farce. And you mix in your curing salt. It's called a farce.
I was like, bologna tastes like farts, so I dragged.
No,
You're a
no,
phony.
farce.
Farce, which is another word for fake.
Yeah, well, I guess you're right, but yeah, it's just blended. It's ground beef that's just blended again and again and again until it's like a paste, and then they put it in
my
a casing
God.
and you steam it
so
and you get
gross.
bologna.
I've never had bologna in my life.
I've actually, me and a buddy, we made our own bologna because he's got one of those KitchenAid meat grinders.
Pause.
And it was
Matt, you're
smoked
not
it.
here.
It was
Do you
fantastic.
wish you had enough time that you could just make your own
But
bologna?
also, can I just?
Yeah.
If you were Jen and Matt's like, honey, my buddy and I are going to make bologna in the basement.
No, I'm going over to his house to make bologna.
I'd be like, are you a serial killer? You've been hanging with Ryan too much.
I was going to say, you want to hang out this weekend, Matt? You want to make some bologna?
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. Make your own bologna sometime. You got to make a farce first.
This is Jim Matt Molly for the Coors Light.
This is Robin Bryden from the depths of Scotland, and you're listening to Jim, Matt and Molly on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
All day, every day, the Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you. 844-770-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more.
The Exteriors Company, built for Wisconsin, backed by expertise. From our family to yours, roofing, window, siding, gutters, and doors. Your solution-based company, community strong, and service that will please. Get a free estimate today. The Exteriors Company, built for Wisconsin, backed by expertise.
Lowe's has the brands pros trust to get the job done. You can now shop new Catalyst fencing solutions and save big when you do. 10% off when you buy in bulk. Plus, save $180 on a DeWalt 12-inch dual-bevel sliding compound miter saw. Now just $449. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 5/6 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Evan Cohen here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app, share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required, not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
It's Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Blaine's Fest with 3 days of giveaways, daily events, and doorbuster deals May 1st through the 3rd. Join us for a weekend of deep discounts on your favorite brands and products throughout the store. Fun, interactive events, games, and demos the whole family will love. Plus, a chance to win over $100,000 in prizes and giveaways, including a Massimo UTV grand prize sponsored by Mobile One. Shop, save, and celebrate during Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Blaine's Fest, May 1st through the 3rd.
Hello, I'm John Hayes, the owner of Goodman's Jewelers. It's been my pleasure to serve this community from this incredible store for over 4 decades. We stand upon high standards and classic traditions, pillars like honesty and integrity. Stop into Goodman's Jewelers, the longest-standing full-service jewelry store in the heart of Madison at 220 State Street. Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison since 1933.
The best is at Goodman's.
When you've been injured, you need a winning team on your side. Gruber Law Offices will fight for the results you deserve. Call Gruber Law Offices today, a proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
This is Coach Greg Gard. Strong teams succeed with the right partners. Bank CMG works closely with Wisconsin business owners, offering local insight, modern tools, and honest guidance you can trust. They take the time to understand your goals and help you build something sustainable. Whether you're managing cash flow, planning for growth, or navigating change, having the right banking partner matters. When your business matters, your bank should too. BankCMG.com.
Buying a new vehicle should be exciting, and that's what Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb aims to do. That's why they vow to give you the better buying experience. Jim Rutledge here. I've had 3 better buying experiences at Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb, and I keep on going back because the experience and the Chevy is fantastic. So if you're looking for a buying experience you're going to want to repeat anytime you need a new or new-to-you vehicle, I recommend you make the short drive out to Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb, because you're only minutes away from a better buying experience at Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb.
I'm Matt Hamilton.
And I'm his lookalike. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
Jim, Matt, Molly continues. Live from the Everlight Solar Studio, Jim Rutledge alongside Molly Brown and Matt Hamilton. Primetime Morrison behind the glass. Get into the show, 844-770-3776. That's the Carbos Talking text line. This is more. Lukas Van Ness had his fifth-year option picked up for $14 million.
Let's go!
Another excellent draft pick there by Gutey, right?
If you're going to sign him to a fifth-year option, then yeah.
What was he, 13th overall? Does that number sound
13th,
right?
yeah. Drafted before Jackson Smith and Jigba, drafted before Christian Gonzalez, guys who were playing in the Super Bowl, one of them winning it.
Could you imagine if he would have pulled the trigger on JSN?
Or Christian Gonzalez. Christian Gonzalez,
He's an elite corner, right?
I would honestly say on this current Packers team would probably be more valuable. Just because I think that a shutdown corner would do wonders for them.
So it'd be cool to have a true number one again.
That leads a little bit into, what do you mean you got Keyshawn Nixon? You CB1?
No, number one wide receiver.
Oh, gotcha.
Because we just have a...
What do you mean? We got Bo Melton.
I thought he was our number one corner.
What do you mean? We got Cisse.
He's not our number one anything.
Brandon.
Got Trace Mack. We're good.
Yes, that's all you needed. I mean, my understanding was the only thing holding the Packers back was McManus last year.
Literally score more points than anyone else all season. The kicker's super important. I love it.
All right, so
Smack.
Gutey as a GM, I think he's holding the Packers back from the Super Bowl. Not Matt LaFleur, not Jordan Love, Gutey. I think it is one part because he seems to be reluctant or unwilling to work with Matt LaFleur. Let's start with that part. Like, I just feel like their working relationship as far as, like, collaborating, as we talked before about collabs, I think a LaFleur-Gutey collab would actually make some damn sense, at least on the offensive side of the football. And I don't think it's there.
So what recently has happened that makes you think that?
One would be, the Josh Jacobs signing. He's a shotgun running back, and Gutey doesn't like, and LaFleur doesn't like to run out of the shotgun. Like, little things like that. But draft picks, we talked about it, where LaFleur has said that there's not, like, it's Gutey makes the draft picks. It's not, you've seen other teams where it is the head coach and the GM, they're best buds, and they're in there, and they're picking players together. And they have heavy influence on those players.
I mean, he looked excited when we had Matthew Golden drafted.
I'm not saying that LaFleur dislikes all these picks. I'm just saying that I think LaFleur liking them is a bonus. And we've talked to Willie about that before, too, that their relationship, it's not confrontational, it's not adversarial, but it's not fully collaborative when it comes to roster building.
Mm-hmm.
If it happens to make LaFleur happy, great. But Gutey's going to pick guys he thinks have the best long-term value.
Okay, but what about, like, free agency? Like, I'm pretty sure that if Brian Gutekunst went to Matt LaFleur and said, I'm trying to get Micah Parsons for your defense, Matt LaFleur was happy as hell.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not saying that they don't like each other. I'm just saying it could be better, especially on the draft side of it, especially since, The Athletic from 2020 to 2024 rated every GM based off of, like, extensions, fifth-year options, Pro Bowlers, all those sorts of things, and the Packers finished 18th. And
their Pro Bowls lately have been
non-existent.
Yeah.
And then you look at, like, the Micah Parsons signing, trading for Micah Parsons, great move.
Yeah.
But it's something that was needed to be done, and Willie brought this up with us when it happened, because Rashawn Gary and Lukas Van Ness didn't work out as first-round picks. So then you had to give up 2 first-round picks to get Micah Parsons. So going to get Micah Parsons can simultaneously be a great move and doubling down to fix a problem. Like, think of the resources, essentially 4 first-round draft picks to get one great rusher. Now, they got the great rusher, so it pays off. But Rashawn Gary, Van Ness, and then you traded 2 away to get that pass rusher. As opposed to Kenny Clark, when you got him, and was that a Gutey or was that a Thompson?
That was Thompson, Kenny Clark.
Mm-hmm. So Kenny Clark drafted, re-signed around 1 draft pick.
Right.
So Gutey, I think how he's constructing this roster is not the way to win a Super Bowl. If you're asking me if it's Matt LaFleur, Gutey, or Jordan Love holding this team back, I would go with Gutey because Jordan Love is performing at or slightly above where his draft position would be. Like, ideally, a first-round draft pick in the 20s, he's performing like that.
Yeah.
And so then you that's a win. So that's a good pick by Gutey, but then Jordan Love's doing exactly what is expected and asked of him. LaFleur is winning with young guys over and over again and having this sort of thing in the offensive line. We just let him go at 30. We can't have any vets here. Like, he's winning within that. I separate the defense a little bit. Obviously, LaFleur is an offensive mind, but I have looked. There are teams where the head coach gets full involvement on both sides of the ball.
Right.
I mean, I think the Patriots with Vrabel, I think that's part of that conversation. I think Sean Payton with the Broncos. I think some of these teams do allow the head coach to be heavily involved. So to me, it's Gutey who seems to want to operate on an island. And if you're going to set yourself on an island there, Gutey, and be responsible for the building of the roster, then I say the roster isn't good enough. I think if LaFleur had a better roster, a more veteran roster, they win more games.
TJ from the road chimes in on the Carbo Stock and Text line. List is more 844-770-3776. He says, 100% true, Jim. Gutey is average at best, while Brandon in Tulsa says Gutey has 9 drafts under his belt. Ted had 13. At this pace and the players he's drafting, it would take Gutey 25 years to have Ted's kind of success at player acquisition and development.
Yeah, and it's a step back, obviously. I don't want to say I knew this, but there was a while there where you questioned his decisions. Like, first of all, and I know a lot of Packer fans won't agree with this, but I questioned the move for Jordan Love.
Well, let's stop. Let's stop there. You can fairly question it and point out that you could have had T. Higgins, Michael Pittman within that draft range of Jordan Love, and that could have helped you win immediately.
With Rodgers.
So that may have gotten you a Super Bowl. It's not crazy to think that. And because also you traded another pick in that draft. So 2 players that could have helped you that year may have helped you win a Super Bowl. That's not a crazy argument. It doesn't mean Jordan Love's pick was bad in and of itself, but it did
when you look at it by itself, it's a good pick.
But when you look at the big picture, it had a cost.
Right.
The cost was adding players to a team with a veteran QB, and the window was closing.
I don't know if I trusted Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs to make that blanket statement, though.
Isn't that the year they got to the NFC Championship game, though?
Yeah, and then he tried to force it into Devontae Adams.
No, that was the year they lost the Buccaneers in the NFC Championship game.
Yeah, when LaFleur didn't go for it on 4th down, and Kevin King were the 2 big things out of that one.
Yeah, but he didn't go for it on 4th down after 3 passes in a row to Devontae Adams, trying to force it in.
T. Higgins might have made a play.
Well, he might have just been another guy on the field that could be open, right? They're clearly shadowing Devontae with 2 guys.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're arguing something we don't know. You were on the same page, but there's a case to be made, and Jordan Love can still be a good player and a good draft pick, but at the same time, the Packers may have had a Super Bowl if they didn't pick him.
Sorry.
No, I was just gonna bring it to present day. The reason we're having the conversation about Lukas Van Ness and Rashawn Gary in the past and all those different guys is Brian Gutekunst has so much pride in these guys that he picks in the first round. Like with Jordan Love, he's clearly doing more things for Jordan Love than he ever did for Aaron Rodgers. I think we can all agree on that based on what you were just saying, right? Like he's gotten wide receivers, he's gotten good guys on defense in order to bolster up the offense, like all the different things that he's doing these things because he can't be wrong when it comes to Jordan Love. Like he can't not have Jordan Love pan out because he blew up an entire organization, Aaron Rodgers, to get Jordan Love.
And I would say this, and I don't think this is shocking. Jordan Love has panned out for his pick. He has not panned out as the next Aaron Rodgers, but he has panned out for where he was picked.
Right. Yeah.
Like, that pick has worked out. You're paying him too much, but that's more bad roster management that you kind of half-assed it of like, we're going to keep Aaron an extra year. We don't want to go to Jordan yet. And then by the time you went to Jordan, you only had the 1 year to figure it out.
But you might not have had the success. Like, there's so many what ifs. You might not have had the success if you got rid of Aaron Rodgers a year earlier and then he has to go on the field. We talked about it with Jason. If you threw him out on the field right away or even 1 year under, like
for his career.
But back to Matt's point, you could have just drafted a quarterback the following year.
Yeah. And
let him sit for a year or two.
My whole situation is like when Gutey did that, my first thought was like he thinks he knows more than everyone else in the room. Yes, he's very prideful, but he had a plan that when he took over as GM, he was going to build a roster. Like at first when he started unloading the 30-plus-year-old guys, I thought he was just trying to move on to his guys. I didn't think it was like a theory or like a philosophy that you have to be under 30 to play Super Bowl caliber football, which seems like that was his philosophy for 7 years until these last couple where we've gotten some older guys, or I guess just this offseason we've had some older guys. So it just felt like he was kind of like what we say about Aaron Rodgers. He tried to be the smartest guy in the room and make a move or make a pick on like RAS scores, like, oh, this guy's valuable. He's such a freak athlete. Like, all we have to do is like tell him how to do it, and he's going to be able to figure it out because he's so athletic. And it's kind of burned him a couple times in a row now. And it makes me worry about like guys like DDS. Like, I know he was more proven in college, but he's a really high RAS score guy. He had one of the higher RAS scores in the whole draft. And it makes me nervous that he's just going to be Rashawn Gary 2.0.
844-770-3776. That's Carbus Talking Text line. List is more. We'll continue this conversation on the other side, but I want to ask you as we go to break, chime in on our Siding Limited poll question we'll post up on Twitter. Is Gutey holding the Packers back? And I got to give away a case of High Life right now. All right, what number?
Let's go. Caller number 13, Lukas Van Ness, 13th overall pick.
Caller number 13 wins a case of High Life. 844-770-3776. Caller number 13, 844-770-3776. Caller number 13 wins a case of High Life. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I think I've listened and watched this show long enough to know that Molly's mind is just always in the gutter. It doesn't matter what she says.
Mine!
Yeah, Molly.
Jim says something, and Molly's eyebrows just go up. She's looking for a giggle.
Yeah. I'm a bottomless. You're not wrong.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube. Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute.
This Badger Minute brought to you by the ESPN Wisconsin app. Your state, your teams, your ESPN. Available in the Apple and Android app stores. Download the ESPN Wisconsin app today. With this Badger Minute, I'm Jesse Nelson. Tennis, anyone? For the first time since 1998, both the Wisconsin Badgers men's and women's tennis teams have reached the NCAA tournament in the same season. The Wisconsin men in the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2017 head to Starkville, Mississippi to play Samford in a Friday morning contest. And the Wisconsin women, competing in College Station, Texas, will face Baylor in the first round of the tournament on Saturday morning. Good luck to both Badgers tennis programs hoping to net a championship.
Wisconsin weather is unpredictable. Your windows shouldn't be. Upgrade with Pella and get 0% interest until 2030. Order by April 30th at PellaWI.com.
Every 34 seconds, someone in America dies from heart disease. In that same time, you could be managing your heart health at home with Cardia Mobile, the #1 doctor-recommended personal EKG device that detects atrial fibrillation and other arrhythmias in just 30 seconds. Unlimited readings from anywhere at a surprisingly affordable price. Order now at Cardia, KARDIA.com or Amazon. Because when it comes to your heart, seconds count.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Hey, it's Riley Yauk. Stay in the know on area high school sports and follow ESPN Madison on social media for Prep Mania on Deck, each week's preview for the top games and events. Prep Mania on Deck is brought to you by Zimbra Honda, a proud supporter of high school sports and local communities.
Brewers baseball is back, and there's only one way to celebrate, with a Surfside iced tea and vodka, or a Surfside lemonade and vodka. Smooth, refreshing, and made for game day. Surfside is the perfect match for a day at the ballpark or catching the game at home. Surfside is only 100 calories with 0 bubbles, so it goes down easy. It's not a seltzer, it's Surfside. Proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Must be 21 plus. Please drink responsibly.
Join the Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock, for Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Get the information you need as you plan for retirement. That's Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Investment advisory services offered through Retirement Income Strategies, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
Hi, I'm Dr. Joseph Henningsen with Stoughton Health Ortho Team Clinic. I specialize in joint pain and joint pain surgery, specifically hip and knee replacement, including second-time surgery for hip and knee replacement.
Learn more at orthoteam.com.
Listen to Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin on 100.5 ESPN.
If we don't win the division this year, I think you have to really start looking at what are we doing? Now, it's going to be tough. The Vikings will be better. The Lions, I believe, are going to be better if they can stay healthy. And the Bears are the Bears. But this team and this organization needs a division championship.
Wilde and Tausch, weekdays 9 to noon on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube. The High Life Dive Bar giveaway is brought to you by Miller High Life. Celebrate local dives with the champagne of beers. Miller High Life.
Pat and McFarland is in the High Life. You want a case of High Life. Matt, you'll drop that off then?
Yes, I will.
Come on.
Did you say Matt McFarland or Pat McFarland?
And how many beers are going to do?
No, they're going to get all of them, but I'm going to just stand there and, like, the guy who's waiting for the tip after he brings your bags to the hotel room.
The puppy, like, when you got a treat by and you're just
like,
hanging around you.
All right. Is that everything? You good?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to leave now.
That's Matt
About
Hamilton.
to walk away.
I'm alongside Molly Brown. I'm Jim Rutledge. We're in the Everlight Solar studio. Primetime Morrison behind the glass. And we are asking you our signing limit poll question. Is Gutey holding the Packers back from the Super Bowl? Right now, 77% of you say no, which is wild because the Packers, under Gutey in the Jordan Love era, and this isn't about Jordan Love, but just in the non-Aaron Rodgers era, no division titles. Mm-hmm. I think the highest they finished was second place because I think they had 2 third-place finishes. I don't know that for sure. Maybe it was 2 second-place finishes and 1 third.
Last year was second. I think it was second the year that they made the playoffs and beat the Cowboys.
Okay. Really? Because the Vikings had well, it doesn't matter. Regardless, no first place, no division titles.
Yeah, the Vikings didn't get in that year.
Okay, so no division titles for the Packers. That's right.
That was
Cousins blew out his Achilles.
Yeah. And then
they were winning a lot. Cousins blew out his Achilles, and then they fell down. A little bit of news here before we'll take a break and come back. But we obviously are the home of the Milwaukee Brewers. The Brewers were on a little bit earlier. Pat Murphy on Brandon Woodruff.
Give us a scoop.
He said this. He doesn't feel like he's injured, he said. My arm's dead. Nothing's coming out. Woodruff will undergo more testing. The IL is a possibility, Murph said, but no decision made yet.
My arm's dead? Nothing's coming out?
I was listening to the game, and top of the second inning when he was pitching, it sounded like he was like standing on the mound and like trying to like work his shoulder, and he threw one ball and basically like waved that he needed to come out.
So according to like all the stat tracks out there, that his fastball was 7 miles per hour slower than his year average.
Yeah,
and that's why the Brewers pulled him. And so he
never threw a ball more than 86 miles per hour in the game.
Somewhere like
today.
Yeah, he actually only threw sliders and curves, like the entire first inning.
Yeah, he didn't hit. I think he normally hits 94, 95.
How many pitches did he throw today? Do we know?
1 inning,
21 pitches. He was pulled midway through the second.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no velocity is scary. It can just be maybe sick. Maybe there's a million different reasons he just doesn't have the oomph.
Yeah.
Ryan, how scared are you?
The big worry is that this is something where it's like a ligament issue where, like, I know this kind of personally because my brother was a pitcher in college and high school. He actually tore his UCL in high school as well, which is like the Tommy John surgery.
Yeah.
And it's the weird situation where, like, that, when it snaps, it's like there's no pain, but, like, you just have no, like, actual, like, you can't, like, really put any tension on that ball. You have, like, no strength in that arm. And with Woodruff, he's had the elbow and shoulder issues, and if Matt, you were saying like he was on the mound kind of shaking his shoulder, like it could be something up there, it could be something down in the elbow area. I mean, he's been pitching for a long time and he's been throwing baseballs really hard for a long time.
He's oft injured.
He's been off, especially
I was going to say, what is his, because I know he was injured, like what is his one that he came back from?
The shoulder injury. I don't know exactly what the shoulder injury was, like what part of the shoulder, the ligament.
That was not a throwing injury though, right?
No, that was he just happened to take a ball off the shoulder after he had been like dealing with issues in it.
Okay.
I think it was the elbow when he was dealing with those issues. Then he took a ball off the elbow, and that was like right before he ended up missing the rest of that year. And
that was in Nashville, wasn't it? They took the ball off the
Yeah,
other.
because remember he was going to come back?
Right at the
during
end of his recovery.
Yep. Yes, and he did it. Yeah, and I don't think he ended up being able to come back. I don't think that's related to it.
Can we
but-
get the Henry Rowan-Gardner surgery for this guy?
Right,
Where his
okay,
tendon's too tight and he throws an absolute
Well, then he's just got to be like
rope.
He's got to be running on a playground and just fall up in the air and then come down on his
Trying
arm.
to catch a football.
I mean, at this point,
Miraculously.
try anything.
Do you know what we're talking about, Molly?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
There's a movie
never watched
where
Rookie of the Year, yeah.
No.
It's yeah, Rookie of the Year. It's-
Guys, is it... I'm going to ask you a dumb question. Well, I know the answer. Is it a baseball movie?
Yes.
Okay, why would I watch
It's a
it?
kids, like
It's
kids
a
like
kids
it.
movie.
It's definitely good
My child?
Your kids would like it.
Eventually.
My kid would like it?
Eventually.
My kids are 1.5 and 3. They can barely sit through Shrek.
Yeah,
This movie's not
eventually.
that far off of Shrek, though. But okay, all right. I mean,
Okay.
it's very goofy and very fun.
gets injured on the playground trying to catch
Okay,
a
we'll
football.
try it. It'll be on my next list.
They
How
go
about
to a ball game. He catches a home run, and then his arm was like fixed.
Basically, yeah, his arm.
And
like,
he almost threw the guy out at home plate
that? Oh my God,
from
that's
the
crazy.
outfield. I know, 400 feet. 400 feet, Molly. Then he gives the doctor a bloody nose, and then the Cubs pick him up.
Wild.
I know.
Oh, wait, is this the one that the Cubs' mom was in the movie?
Yep. Pete Crow Armstrong's
Yeah.
mom was in this
Nope,
movie. Yeah.
she was not in this.
Angels
movie.
in the outfield.
Oh, it's Angels in the Outfield?
I don't even know if it's that one. It's just another baseball one.
Oh, is it the one where the kid's the manager?
Major League. Yeah, it's that one.
Not Major League.
It's that one.
Major. It's
No,
not
no,
Major
I know,
League,
but it's that one that you just said.
identifies
What is that one that
movies.
you just said?
I don't remember
Kid
what
is
it's
the
called.
manager.
The kid's the manager. I
It
can't
is that
remember
one.
what it is.
Yeah.
It is,
Little Big League?
100%.
Little Big League, I think that's what it is, yeah.
That's, ironically, that's one I've never seen.
Really?
Yeah.
It's good.
Okay, I know we have to go to break, but I do have a serious question about Brandon Woodruff. Two things. Might be a dumb question, might be a shallow question at this point in time, and at this, as we mourn the potential loss of Brandon Woodruff right now. He's not dying. He's just whatever.
Just dead to you if he's hurt.
Okay, yeah. How much is he getting paid, and is that affecting the
What are you,
Brewers overall?
Athanasio?
He did just have an extension this offseason.
I wish I could steal sand from my Malibu mansion. My God, allegedly.
Allegedly.
But like, I'm genuinely curious how much money
he's
he's
on a
making.
one-year, $22 million contract.
That's a lot.
I thought it was a big number because I feel like that recently happened, and I remember it being somewhere high up there.
It was a smart move for the Brewers, but he would have been in demand because he was coming off of
right.
Like he could have had a season there. I'm going to ask. This is a super annoying old guy question, but I know Ryan can answer it. Who was the player? I think it was in the playoffs for the Brewers. A pitcher who like slid into second base and like got his shoulder stepped on and like was not a good pitcher anymore.
I mean, that would have been before the NLs introduced DH.
But it wasn't that long ago. I mean, this was like a good
And
prospect
this was
for
a
the Brewers.
playoff game?
I don't know if it was playoffs for sure, but
So the pitcher was sliding into second, and it wasn't even a playoff game?
True. Yeah.
God, gee. I thought you were going to bring up Devin Williams.
You know, what? I'm
punched
just going
the
to ask
wall.
our
Garrett Mitchell.
No,
that's not a pitcher.
All right, so I
God,
guarantee.
do you think I know?
Well, then why are you just saying names?
Because I just it was the top thing. It says that he injured his shoulder while sliding.
844-770-3776. A Brewers player had his career derailed.
Jimmy Nelson.
Yes.
Ha! You're welcome.
Jimmy Nelson.
Sucker.
Is that JJ Nelson?
Oh, yeah. I typed
What?
in Brewers.
No, JJ
It's
Hardy is
Jesse's
what I'm thinking
cousin,
of.
actually.
JJ Hardy's my age. I mean, like my era of watching baseball. Jimmy Nelson was not that long ago.
He will miss the remainder of the 2017 season with a strained rotator cuff and partially torn labrum in his right shoulder. Okay, here it is. Well, I you know how like when you don't pay for like a website, so then it gives you like the first bit and then it starts to fade?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I can get through the whole paragraph being able to read it.
Just
Says,
guess the rest.
Nelson suffered the injury for in the 5th inning in a 2-win against the Cubs. That's how you know it. At Wrigley Field, after slinging off the wall on the left, Nelson made a wide turnaround first base and then dived back into the bag head first, jamming his shoulder in the process. So his
he was
first
like
base.
a good, like it's fairly decent level prospect. For
And he
them.
said it was 2017?
Jimmy Nelson,
Okay.
2017 season.
Do you not know Jimmy Nelson?
2017?
No
I guess
idea.
I mean, he's a
Irrelevant.
prospect. I guess I wasn't that locked in on the Brewers at the time.
All right, it's Jim Matt Molly, presented by Coors Light.
As a first-generation student, I initially joined the military to ensure I could afford college, and I had a lot of self-doubt. But at Madison College, there are so many resources extended to me, and I feel supported and confident to reach my goals. Best of all, I'll be able to transfer to a 4-year college debt-free. My advice to others, believe in yourself and your future. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
This is Badger basketball coach Greg Gard.
Wisconsin wins the Big Ten.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good afternoon, Madison. I'm Ryan Wollersheim, and this year's Sports Center Update brought to you by Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin's Road America. IndyCar is a must-see race and is coming up June 18th through the 21st. Get your tickets today and check out the full season schedule at roadamerica.com. The Milwaukee Brewers ended their series with the Diamondbacks in dominant fashion this afternoon. The Crew won 13-1 in today's rubber match, bringing them to 3-3 on their 6-game homestand at AmFam Field. A big win for the Crew, but also big concerns for starting pitcher Brandon Woodruff, who left the game midway through an at-bat in the second inning after showing reduced velocity on his pitches. The two-time All-Star threw 21 pitches with an average velocity on his fastball of 85.4 miles per hour, well below his season average of 92.5. Here's Jeff Levering on the Brewers Radio Network with an in-game update from Brewers manager Pat Murphy.
From Pat Murphy, said he just wasn't himself, felt like his arm was dead, said he didn't feel any pain, just nothing coming out. They've seen it before, but not to this level where he was not throwing 85 miles an hour.
The Brewers will be back in action tomorrow night at the Washington Nationals, kicking off a 6-game road trip for the Crew. Tune in to first pitch tomorrow night at 5:45 and listen to the Brewers all season long right here on 100.5 ESPN, Madison's home of the Brewers.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special.
Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's going to swing on Jim. He's a complicated fellow.
People like me.
I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
All I saw was Jennifer Coolidge, like, ad commercials.
Can you say, and that's Crush a Coors Light, like Coolidge?
I need a hot dog real bad. Coors Light.
real bad.
I just want a hot dog real bad. Crush a Coors Light real hard.
Was
I just want to
Discover
max
card
on
or
my
something?
credit card real bad. Go to Ruth's Chris and just swipe that card real bad.
Every sentence doesn't have to end in real bad.
But it does.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison. Alongside Matt Hamilton and Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
It is hour number 2 of Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. If the mountains are blue, you know what to do.
And that's Crush a
Coors real bad.
I'm Jim Rutledge. I have the power in the Everlight Solar Studio alongside Jennifer Coolidge, a.k.a.
Thank
Molly
you.
Brown, and Matt Hamilton. Primetime Wash on behind the glass. Get into the show, 844-770-3776. That's the Carbon Stock text line. This is more. You can see us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream and stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app. I just want to put a bow on Jimmy Nelson.
Because he needs another bow.
Yes.
Great.
2017 was his best year with the Brewers, so it was like his 4th year in.
R.I.P.
12-6 with a 3.49 ERA and 200 strikeouts and 175 innings. And he was on the come up.
What was the Brewers' record that year in 2017? That was during like kind of their doldrum years. They were down for a
Their
little bit.
what years?
Doldrum. They were like down
Is
in
that
the
like
depths.
Dungeons and Dragons?
No.
I know you're using it right.
Doldrums means it's just like a deep hole. Like they were just in a bad spot.
In Fantasyland.
They were 86 and 76.
I have so many things to say. I won't say them.
Same.
Matt?
I'm gonna try and find a way to use doldrums later in the show.
I thought you were going to say later tonight.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I was like, me too.
Molly, tell us about Metro Kia.
Molly, you're like
My doldrum
your main
of a...
bedroom is in the basement, right?
Okay.
At your house? You're
Yeah.
in the doldrums of your house.
Deep hole of my house, yes. If you're looking for a new car like I was just a couple months ago, Metro Kia is the place that I go. Metro Kia of Madison, oi. I'll wait.
Oi!
Oh, I was waiting for
Molly
Ryan.
was right.
Thank you. Okay. Metro Kia of Madison
of Madison Oy
is the place that you need to go because they are the team that I trust throughout my entire car buying process and throughout the service process too. I've had my oil changed a couple times on both my cars. I'm taking our Carnival in on Monday to get an oil change. Love the team there. They're absolutely amazing. And I love my brand new Kia K4 and our Carnival that fits our entire family. I've had the best experiences there, no doubt. If you need a new car or a used car, head over to Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer.
I will say I have a definition of doldrums.
I thought you gave it to us.
No, I was actually wrong.
Cavernous hole.
No, that's not actually what it is. It's not even close to what it is. Actually, I had a complete misunderstanding of the word.
Something on your mind, or what's going on?
No, it's a low pressure belt around the equator, generally 5 degrees north or south, where trade winds meet, characterized by low pressure systems.
That's what a doldrum is?
Apparently.
So what word are you thinking of? A dungeon.
The doldrum is used in the context that I use, but it's like it's saying you're like in the lows, like you're in a bad spot.
You used it correctly.
Yeah, I just had the definition wrong.
Yeah,
I know
it. Well, I mean,
I have the context. I just didn't know what it means.
I've never heard it before.
The doldrums? Yeah, I've heard that.
I've definitely heard that.
Yeah.
Yes. Read a book.
Again, it sounds like Dungeons and Dragons. I wish I had time to read a book. Yeah.
Read some sci-fi, Molly.
Yeah, count me out. 2 things I hate. Well,
doldrums and sci-fi.
Two things.
I thought she'd like Wedding Crashers. Crab cakes and football. Doldrums and sci-fi. That's not what Molly's about.
Crab cakes and football. That's what Maryland does.
Baseball and sci-fi is not what Molly does.
Brats and football? Count me in.
Yeah.
A pretzel? Football? Count me in.
Crab cakes they are pretty great.
I've never had one.
Maryland Blue
I'll
crab.
try one.
I think you would.
Where am I going to try a crab cake, Ryan?
I mean, you can
At Red Lobster on East Wash?
They might have them at Ruth Chris.
Yeah,
I mean, crab cakes aren't like crazy. You don't have to be by the ocean. They're better if you get them like near a coast. But like,
is it more fishy if it is? Because then I might like the ones here in Middleton at Ruth Chris better.
Right, but like, and it's like
not more fishy.
It's like it's basically like a biscuit, and so like there's.
Okay, count me in carbs.
Yeah, it's bread.
Yeah, it's pretty
butter,
fried.
and then
it's
like
delicious.
there's a little crab inside of it.
Typically, yeah.
Okay, not
Typically, I
opposed.
mix it with like a little bit of mayo and some
How
onion
often are you
and
making?
maybe celery?
How often are you making? Oh, are they cold?
No.
No.
And what you do is then you like put like panko or breadcrumbs on it and then pan fry it.
Okay.
You can
Anything
get
you
them
guys
at
know?
Costco.
Anything
Serve
fried?
it with a delicious honey mustard or remoulade.
Yes.
Remoulade, yeah. Remoulade goes, yes.
What's the texture? Is it crunchy? I'm looking at it. It looks a little bit too
soft in
crunchy.
the middle, crunchy on the outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would
I'd
say
try
it.
it.
It has similar texture to like a very light cheese curd, almost.
Ooh, I like a light
That
cheese
kind
curd.
of-
On the
that-
exterior.
On the
Yeah.
exterior, that kind of like,
Okay.
that kind of crunch.
And then it's going to be a little bit. What's the word you describe on the inside?
fishy.
No,
Crabby.
it's not mushy, but it's a little bit
Soft. There's
a
like
little softer on the
there's
inside.
like obviously it's shredded crab meat, so there's like texture to it, but man, it's good.
It's tasty.
So I got to go to Maryland to try it if I want like the elite ones, right? Or like the,
No.
the like
You don't have
real.
to.
No.
I don't think so.
Maryland's. This is gonna sound crazy, but they ship blue crab like they can it, and it's pretty solid.
No, it is. Right.
Like,
I mean,
'cause
like
I get. You can get scallops canned, and they're fresher than the ones you get frozen in the store.
I mean, maybe if you live in Maryland and you're someone that has crabs all the time, you might be able to taste the difference. But
Right.
I agree. I've had like East Coast crab legs and crab, especially crab cakes. It's really negligible
Yeah,
as far
because
as
you're
the
putting so
difference.
much other flavors in. Maybe
Yes.
use a little Grey Poupon.
Okay.
All right, that cookie corner is on Jim Matt Molly, presented by Coors Light.
Matt and I, the science guy.
Crab cakes and football. That's what Maryland does.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, featuring 2026 curling national champion Matt Hamilton on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Here's the thing. Buying jewelry should feel good. Not rushed, not pressured, and definitely not final if it's not right. That's why at Condon Jewelers you can exchange your purchase so you actually end up with what you really want. And when it comes to value, Condon Jewelers offers some of the best prices in the area without sacrificing quality, service, or trust. So whether you're celebrating a big moment or just treating yourself, you can shop confidently knowing they've got your back. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
Gearing up for tailgating, fireworks, festivals, and updating your home. This is an absolute season for it all. Siding Unlimited can handle the home part. Start the process by visiting Siding Unlimited at 2018 South Stoughton Road and check out our amazing showroom. Ideas will follow, and eventually you'll experience our fantastic carpenters installing new windows, siding, roofing, and doors. We do it all, and it starts by visiting our showroom or going to sidingunlimited.com.
Every event tells a story, from the first impression to the final moments. Have someone guide your guests through every chapter the way you want the story told. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With a strong presence, great voices, and an award-winning team, trust us to guide, direct, and inform your guests through all the different chapters of the day. For fun, memorable entertainment for any event, please visit us at celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Hey, it's Riley Yauk. Stay in the know on area high school sports and follow ESPN Madison on social media for Prep Mania on Deck, each week's preview for the top games and events. Prep Mania on Deck is brought to you by Zimbrick Honda, a proud supporter of high school sports and local communities.
Listen to Madison Money Guy every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. on 100.5 ESPN and ESPNWisconsin.com.
I like to refer to inflation as the silent killer. It's an invisible risk. It's just the idea that things get more expensive over time. You're going to need milk and eggs when you're in your early 60s and when you're in your early 80s. You're going to get a loaf of bread, and it's going to be more expensive 20 years from now.
Christian Finfrock is the Madison Money Guy. Call him today at 208-1800.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Bo here from Ridgetop Exteriors. Southern Wisconsin got hit hard with hail recently. If your home took a beating, now's the time to take action. We've been delivering top quality roofing, siding, and window services locally for over 23 years. With free damage assessments and insurance experts on staff, we've been your licensed, local, and trusted contractor since day one. Don't wait until small damage becomes a big problem. Turn to Ridgetop Exteriors today. RidgetopExteriors.com. That's RidgetopExteriors.com.
Ridgetop Exteriors.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
Jim, Matt, and Molly continues live from the Everlight Solar Studio. Jim Rutledge alongside Molly Brown and Matt Hamilton. Primetime or shine behind the glass. Get into the show, 844-770-3776. That's the Carbon Talk text line. This is more. You can see us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream and stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app. We are asking you, is Gutey holding the Packers back from the Super Bowl? 77% of you say no. And I guess I'll ask it like this to the group here. What is holding the Packers back?
I think a lot of people think that Matt LaFleur is. And I don't necessarily agree. I just think that
we should have put the poll
big
out
consensus.
like LaFleur, Love, or Gutey, because I want to just know where their heads lie with who it may be. Because I don't really think I think it's Gutey more than anything.
I agree. Like I don't know why Gutey gets this pass.
I mean, again, Matt LaFleur, when he started and came in with Aaron Rodgers, I thought he was like an A-plus coach. He's dropped a little bit in my eyes, but he's still better than league average, which is Gutey is, according to that.
Yeah,
the
that was
Athletic.
for draft picks. Yep,
but it's draft.
18th,
you said it was all sorts of stuff like re-signing them, Pro Bowlers
with the draft picks.
Yeah, people that you've picked to put on the team. He's literally just below middle of the road. I think Matt LaFleur is still above the average in the NFL. I think Jordan Love is above the average. So, like, when you just look at it like that, it's got to be Gutey.
Yes. I mean, again, Matt LaFleur runs a high-caliber offense, and he is an offensive-minded coach. And so what he's best at, he is doing well. Jordan Love is performing exactly, if not a little better, exactly how you'd want the fourth quarterback. Was he the fourth quarterback taken in the first round that year? Third or fourth quarterback in the first round that year?
I believe he was the fourth. He was the fourth and final first-round quarterback, and then Jalen Hurts was second round.
Okay, so performing at, like, he's higher than where he was picked in that draft now, as far as you were going to rank him.
Yeah.
Depends what you feel about Jalen Hurts, but he's still higher than where you'd pick him. Was that Burrow and Herbert?
Burrow, Herbert, Tua, and then Love came off the board at 26.
Yeah, and so you're arguing about Burrow, Herbert, Love,
You're definitely
and Hurts.
taking him over
Tua.
Yeah, not even close.
And then
Potentially take him over Herbert, too, but we won't get into that.
We don't have to get into that right now. But if anything, those guys, like, it's a good pick. Like, so he's performing where you picked him. It's fine. Like, he's a good football player.
Right.
We can argue all you want. I think that gets lost sometimes with Love. Like, debating if he's elite does take away from the fact that he's very damn good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's there, and, like, I've said this a million times. I think Jared Goff's very damn good, and I think Jordan Love and Jared Goff are on the similar tier. Not the same type of quarterback, but same tier.
Right.
Jared Goff has won a lot of games. And with a little bit more, he got to one Super Bowl, and a little luck, he could have gotten to another one. So I think LaFleur is doing his job. I think Love is doing his job. I just think Gutey hiding behind, like the Wizard of Oz here, hiding behind the curtain, is just the hardest one to apply blame to. But they haven't been. If you're mad at LaFleur and Love for the Packers' lack of success by Packer standards since Aaron Rodgers has left, Gutey also has to be, at a bare minimum, 33% of the problem.
Because he's picking all these guys.
Yes.
I'm totally with you. That's what surprises me, because you can't look at that poll question and say nobody's holding the Packers back from the Super Bowl.
Right,
Like, something is holding the players back.
Can I point out one thing that could be different than just what the life was like with the previous two quarterbacks for the 30 years of Packers football? Is that, I mean, just not every team wins a Super Bowl or is in continuous contention for a Super Bowl. Like, not saying the Packers shouldn't be. Like, they're good enough and they have Micah Parsons and they have a franchise quarterback. They should be in contention. But, like, to think 4 years after moving on from Aaron Rodgers, like, we'd already have a Super Bowl. Like, if they had done that, that would be insane.
That would win more than one playoff game?
Winning more than one playoff game.
Win a division once?
But you asked holding them back from the Super Bowl.
Right, true.
So I'm saying specific to that question. Like, the expectations that they should have a Super Bowl by now, if they had done that, that would be awesome. And I still think they should win a Super Bowl with Micah and Jordan Love. Like, that is the goal. Yeah. But at the end of the day, like, if they haven't won it yet, I still think there's a 2-year window. There's a runway for them to do this.
Well, nobody's closing the window, but I just think that, like...
And so would you put any caveats on this past season because of injuries, which I think a lot of Packer fans are?
Yes, and no, because there are teams, and including teams that played in the Super Bowl or played big, like, they've lost players. Again, the Packers lost some big-time players, but other playoff teams lost more players or more games of their starters to injuries than the Packers.
But I don't know if any other team lost the sizable impact players that the Packers did.
And I don't have all that.
Literally top one or two players on each side of the ball.
I just look at the Super Bowl.
They've had nasty injuries.
Look at the Super Bowl and the NFC Championship game. Like, the Packers weren't making it through the Rams or the Seahawks.
If they had been fully healthy with Tucker Kraft and Micah Parsons, I think they could have had a chance.
They could have had a chance.
But I think the Seahawks were head and shoulders above the conference.
How about this? They're, at the very least, they're underdogs in both those games. Or against both
probably
those
underdogs,
opponents.
but they still had they could beat the Rams.
Not a chance, but, like, you're an underdog. You're probably like a 6-point underdog in both of them or more. It's just...
When do you think, or do you think the Packers will ever be an actual favorite in an NFC Championship game? How many years?
I don't think this year. I do think there's a chance for it next year.
Depends on what happens in the rest of the conference to me.
And
it's an impossible question.
It is an impossible question.
And the division, too. Because I would say previous era, like before this Jordan Love era, like the NFC North was not nearly as good as it is now. The Vikings were always pretty good. The Lions were the doldrums of the division.
And the Bears
of the
are fighting
conference.
them for the doldrums.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, the Packers always had like a gifted NFC North championship.
And what did we talk about when Aaron Rodgers was here and it was just the Rutledge and Hamilton 1-hour show?
Yep.
We would say that the fact that the NFC North wasn't that tough was the reason Aaron Rodgers wasn't able to get through in the playoffs. Like, you have 6 games that are bunnies.
Well, and also part of it would be like, were we overinflating them because they looked so
the
good?
Packers under Aaron Rodgers.
Well, this was the argument of like, hey, they get 6 guaranteed wins because and then all of a sudden
the North
like,
is so
all right. I mean, that's tough though, because how many times were they 2 plays away from literally getting to the Super Bowl?
True.
Like,
it was honestly more trying to be.
They were one of the top teams in the NFL.
It was more trying to be nice of like, well, maybe instead of they're failing, everyone is over hyping them because they have all these layup victories, and so their win total looks higher than the team they actually were. It wasn't really ripping.
Yeah, they just didn't get the gritty games where some of these other divisions, like you look at the NFC West.
Yeah,
there's a handful of good teams out there that are duking it out every week because you play 6 of those games.
In the Aaron Rodgers era, they never
steel
had...
sharp and steel,
Yeah, Matt. It's still a reference that nobody else likes but you. I'll be honest. But
what do you mean?
It's a callback, but Matt, you got to give the full.
Yeah, you can't just say it every time.
He literally said it 2 days ago, and you guys didn't want him to give the full context. He says it. Really? He says it at least 3 times.
I'm just gonna. This is the steel sword I'm gonna die on.
Anyways, Ryan, what were you gonna say?
I was going to say that in the Aaron Rodgers era and even probably the Brett Favre era, the Packers very rarely ever had complete teams. I think the first time that they won with Brett Favre and then went back to the Super Bowl, like those were complete teams with Reggie White and Leroy Butler on defense, and then the rest of the offense around Brett Favre. But like
shockingly lost to Denver. That's
honestly outside of the time they won the Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers, like they never had a complete.
The year
team.
after that.
The year after, when they went 15-1, yes, because they still had all those pieces on defense. But then after that, it was just a rotating cast of secondaries in Green Bay. It was awful. And then even in the Matt LaFleur era with Aaron Rodgers, they were maybe complete teams, but they felt flimsy. They felt kind of fake.
Troy in the 608 says, I agree 100%. It's got to be Goot. Look at how many of his draft picks are no longer with the team, whether it be not playing up to expectations and not getting a second contract, or is being a complete mess right from the start. His percentages aren't very good. And Ryan, the psychedelic advisor, says, I love steel sharpened steel. So at least you and Ryan like it. Not you, Ryan.
No, not
but Ryan,
me.
psychedelic advisor.
I just hate how Matt says it every time he looks at me like, yeah, man, that's a good one, right?
I mean, I will say, I've got a honing steel at home for my steel knives to sharpen. Steel sharpens steel. Factual.
You got to give context around it, because just
Can one of you provide? I don't even know the context.
Ryan corrected me the first time I said it, and I was adamant that I was not wrong.
Oh, that's the whole
the
thing.
phrase
DiMaggio
is
texting
iron
in.
sharpens iron.
It's on Willie and Tausch, yeah.
And
oh god, this was on Willie and Tausch.
Yeah, we were
That's
filling
right.
on Willie and Tausch. And
Oh yeah, I was there.
Yeah.
I think I just put this out of my mind because it's
as you should have.
It's just it's like sci-fi. Steel sharpened steel. I'm just thinking of Matt. I'm thinking of Matt playing with his swords and his knives and
This is Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, that's legit, and that's why I just
Knights
go.
in shining armor, yeah.
I just fall asleep.
I think about cooking.
But go on.
No, that's it. That's it. Steel sharpens steel, baby.
But you used the wrong phrase.
Or I made up a way cooler new one.
Anyways.
Yeah, anyway.
Cool.
I am sticking with it that whenever we talk about a good team playing another good team, steel sharpens steel. That's just going to be my thing. So just get used to it, people. Ryan, I'm talking to you.
Just never look at me when
Ryan,
you say
just
it.
do it.
Oh, I'm going
Don't
to.
look at me.
Oh, listen to this. Dan in Stoughton chimes in on the Carbus Talking text line. He says, guys, I realize local sports radio is for homers, but take a step back and look at the big picture. Nothing now or on the horizon shows any promise of the Packers winning a Super Bowl. I love the Packers, and I hate to be a naysayer, but I'm also a realist.
I thought he was going to have some steel sharpened steel comment.
So I did say,
God.
like, next year I had hope that we could be a favorite for an NFC championship game.
Molly's
So
answer is
I
right.
think
There's
that's
just so much up in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, the Packers or the steel sharpened steel?
Both, probably. But I do think there's a lot of
I
factors.
genuinely didn't know what you were saying.
The Packers probably, I don't see them being a favorite for the NFC unless like the other team, the other heavyweights in the conference, like take a step back. Like Philadelphia, if they continue to like stumble, the Seahawks now are kind of, I mean, they are the Super Bowl champions. Don't know if they'll be back at
Matt
that level
Stafford
next year.
retires.
The Rams, I guess if Matthew Stafford retires after the season, then the Rams are pretty up in the air because who knows with Ty Simpson.
Yep.
I mean,
but then like what is
the
Jaden?
and then there's also the Bears in the division.
Yep. What is Jaden Daniels? Does he come back to what he
could
was?
come back.
Yeah, he had a little sophomore slump there.
Is Jackson Dart anything with the Giants? I mean, there are other teams that have storylines that they're excited about.
And the 49ers,
so it's just hard to figure out.
49ers are always looking. They're never going to die.
Honestly, at this point, if Brock Purdy is healthy, I'm not counting the 49ers out. They only seem to struggle when he's not playing.
Yeah.
So
undersized.
And we never mentioned the Lions this whole time too.
Yep.
Unless we truly think the Lions.
The Lions really do feel like on their last hurrah.
Their window's closed.
The
Like
Bears.
after this year.
I did say the Bears.
I genuinely feel like
Steal,
after this
sharpen,
year,
steal, Matt.
Lions window closed.
I can't. I mean, barring something crazy, I agree. Like I don't know what it would be, but I think it's closing up.
Would you like me to tell you about Behind the Bucks?
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
that's actual fact. Tell me, please.
Tune in to Bucks versus the World, the new season of the Behind the Bucks podcast on the Bucks Plus audio network, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Narrated by comedian Charlie Berens, the series reveals the untold story of the 1987 McDonald's Open and the Bucks' Cold War era showdown against the Soviet national team. Hear how a tournament in Milwaukee helped globalize the game of basketball and open doors to international stars coming to the NBA. Find Behind the Bucks on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get your podcast. But Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, a WBA award finalist for Wisconsin's best radio show.
It's good for your TikTok, though. The ladies love Jim Rutledge on TikTok.
Yeah, what are your numbers on TikTok, Jim?
It's like
50 plus.
Yeah.
50 to 65.
80%, 50 to 65, yeah.
I'm huge in retirement homes.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Imagine the peace of mind knowing your home or business is safe 24/7. I'm Jeffrey Beckman, president of J&K Security Solutions, and we provide security you can trust. Serving Madison and southern Wisconsin, J&K Security Solutions offers state-of-the-art home and business security systems tailored to your needs. From video surveillance to home and business automation, to find out how J&K Security can help secure what matters most in your life, visit jksecurity.com.
Any night is a great night for Pizza Hut, and they've got your next meal covered. Score a large 3-topping pizza for just $10. Try it on Pizza Hut's new hand-tossed crust. Crispy and golden on the outside, soft and fluffy on the inside. Want a different vibe? Go with original pan, thin and crispy, or Chicago Tavern style. Big flavor, big savings, just $10. Whether it's game night, movie night, or just dinner tonight, this deal delivers. Order today at pizzahut.com or on the Pizza Hut app. Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
As a single mom, I questioned college. I worried about having enough time and support, but I'm so glad that I didn't let that stop me. Once I started at Madison College, I realized I can do this. I'm really proud of myself. My instructors truly care about my success, and I have a community of support. My advice to other single moms, do this for you. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
Experience the future of recovery at Carbon World Health. They've brought Escape Robotic Massage to Madison, the world's first AI-powered, fully automated therapeutic massage that's customized to your body every time. Using advanced body scanning, Escape maps your muscles and delivers precision-calibrated pressure to release tension, reduce inflammation, and accelerate recovery. Book your Escape session at Carbon World Health and feel what the future of wellness really feels like. Carbon World Health, your body optimized.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious. With multiple engine options and impressive towing, while Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability. Nice. Making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
I'm John Hayes, owner of Goodman's Jewelers. We've been at the heart of many magical moments, from engagements to weddings to sweet 16s. It warms my heart to be a part of these moments for 40 years with people I consider family. With the highest standards and an eye for classic beauty, enjoy a warm boutique setting at Goodman's Jewelers, where integrity shines in every gem. At 220 State Street, Goodman's Jewelers, the Diamond Store, Madison, since 1933.
The best is at Goodman's.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Looking for a fun new way to golf on Monday nights? The Bridges Golf Course in Madison is teeing up a brand new 2-person scramble league. Grab a friend and compete head-to-head in a relaxed format, men's, women's, or co-ed. Great for beginners and experienced players alike. Monday nights at the Bridges Golf Course in Madison.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, featuring 2026 curling national champion Matt Hamilton on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Go be a winner. Go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. That's where winners go. Millions of dollars are won every single weekend at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. So go be a winner and go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. I'm Jim Rutledge alongside Molly Brown and Matt Hamilton. Primetime Warshawn behind the glass. Get into the show, 844-770-3776. That's the Carbos Talking text line. This is more. You can see us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream and stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app. Let's throw some stones.
1, 2, 3,
Some takes are cooler than others.
You know this kid is as cool as the other side of the pillow.
Some opinions are just cooler than the rest.
Now what's cooler than being cool? Ice cold.
And if you keep it chill, then it's a cold take.
Chill out. I'm chill. I'm chill as a cucumber, man. I'm always the coldest.
This is Throwing Stones, presented by Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's chillest Kia dealership.
All right, Matt. You got another stone to throw today, huh?
You get into another fight? Broke up another fight?
Nope.
They fought the FedEx.
Nope.
All right.
I'm actually, instead of throwing stones, I'm going to throw flowers to my father-in-law. He had a great idea. Me and my family, a year or two ago, went to San Diego for vacation, went to Coronado Island, went to a restaurant, and Jen had a cheese sauce with some pretzel bites that just knocked her socks off. She was thrilled. And she had told her dad when they got back, that was something that she remembered. So it was very impactful. Yeah. I don't remember this cheese sauce much at all, but Jenny really liked it. So we've got a baby shower this weekend. Mm-hmm. He called that restaurant in California, asked them if they would ship cheese sauce up to us so they could be served at the baby shower.
Yeah.
That's not going to work out. They said no, but then they said, hey, just between us, if you just make it for yourself once or twice, we will give you this recipe, but please don't share it. We trust you not to share it. And I don't know how my father-in-law sweet talk
tell us the recipe.
Yeah, and now I'm going to tell you on the radio if you want a great cheese sauce. No, but I just want to give my father-in-law props for coming up with a clever, unique idea for to do something for his daughter. And tonight I'll be having cheese sauce with whatever I'm having for dinner.
Okay, wait, 2 questions.
Yeah.
Are you going to have pretzel bites with the cheese sauce?
Yes, he ran to the mall and got Annie's pretzels.
Oh, nice. So good.
Yeah.
Okay. And then 2, are you making the cheese sauce or who's making it?
I think they're doing it right now. I think it's already made.
Oh, so this is like a family fondue tonight.
Yeah. Family fondue tonight.
Not
over
sure
at
how I
the
feel about
in-laws
that.
house.
Not sure how I feel about family fondue.
Well, you know how fondue works, right? You don't
Well, I don't imagine your father-in-law feeding it to you.
Is that what you're envisioning?
No, I'm saying I don't.
That's Big Papa.
That's Big Papa. Yeah.
I was very much involved with Big Papa.
Yeah, I've only had fondue once before.
Okay.
At a restaurant or at home?
Yeah, so a chain place.
Okay.
We all know it. Is it are you gonna have a bowl and then you guys all just dip, or what makes it a fondue night versus we're just having pretzels with dip? You know what I mean?
It's not just pretzels. We're doing
all
fondue.
things,
So you got
carrots,
the vegetables
and
and meats and stuff. I'll probably grill some steak or some chicken or something. And everybody gets their own plate of vegetables and stuff, and you all have your own little fork.
Yeah.
And you dip it in and then put the.
Is this a cheese fountain?
No,
Are we doing?
It's just a heating element under a pot that has.
How big of a bowl of cheese is it? I'm just thinking if you're sharing with 6 people.
Yeah.
And you love cheese, we're in Wisconsin.
You don't want to cross the streams there.
No, it's going to be a good-sized bowl of cheese, I imagine.
Can you take a picture?
Yeah.
And send it to us? Okay, perfect.
Yeah, send us a picture.
I forgot to take a picture of the
this
ribs
sounds
the other
amazing.
day, so.
Yeah, you did
forget
to do that.
One, great job by your father-in-law. Awesome.
That is really
Great
cool.
job by the restaurant for actually sharing.
Do you know the name of the restaurant? You can give them some love.
No.
Okay.
This is Jenny's favorite cheese sauce.
Why would you know that? Yeah.
Now I want to know because I love Coronado Island.
Yeah. I could have it for you before the show's
Please
over.
do.
If you do want
I want it for my personal use.
Right. And also, they did a nice thing. We can do a nice thing.
Yeah.
I got a friend out in San Diego right now. I could send in the restaurant. Tell them go get the
cheese.
Go get the
What
cheese
if
sauce.
I
It's
called
the
them and was
best.
like, hey, I'm having my baby shower this weekend, and I just I copied the story and see if they give it to me too.
I think that would be a good move if you want it.
Making cheese sauce sounds hard though. Like to make a really good one.
Yeah.
I've never done it before. Like I said before, I use fake cheese, Velveeta.
So your typical fondue is made of raclette cheese and a white wine of
I've
some
never
sort.
heard that in my life.
It's
Matt
Swiss.
and I, the science guy. You're gonna say
It comes
raccoon.
from Switzerland. That's where fondue started.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and raclette's a very
How do you
good
spell
melting
it?
cheese. RAQULETTE. I need to
I got
write.
Raquel Welch is what came up.
Maybe.
Oh, she's from Vanderpump Rules.
Raclette.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. It's real cheese.
No, I was just.
And
my
then-
wife
I know
uses
she's
a weird. I always call it a funky name cheese because she makes.
Gruyere?
No, it's cucumber sandwiches, and it's some sort of maybe it's a cream cheese, but you put it in there to make the base for the cream cheese or for the cucumber sandwiches.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'll have to. That's not it though.
You can't think of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know what cheeses are in this. I haven't seen the recipe. I think my father-in-law is going to be guarding it and not letting anyone else know.
Good for you.
'Cause
I mean,
he said he wouldn't
I wouldn't
share.
either.
He told the restaurant he wouldn't share.
Yeah, if they were that nice to me, I wouldn't share either.
Yeah, no. I
Now
mean,
I'm just excited to
stick
see what
it.
this cheese sauce looks like, though, and all the things that you have with it.
I'm curious what else they put in it. 'Cause I've never done fondue myself. I know it's cheese and you're supposed to use a white wine, and I'm not sure if there's anything else. I don't think cheese and wine just mix. Feels
See-
like something else needs to be in there.
I have no idea, but when I went to said fondue place, I'm curious your thoughts. Have you ever gone to an actual fondue place,
Yeah.
done the whole thing? Okay.
In Switzerland.
Okay. Well, that is bougie.
It was bougie. It was nice.
When
The
we
science
went,
guy.
it was in Appleton. No, it was in Madison when they used to have. I don't know where it was.
I think I've been
Somewhere in
I have
Wisconsin.
no idea what you're talking about.
The melting pot. We all know the
okay.
melting pot. Okay,
Yeah,
there's
it's a
only
place you
one
go
fondue place.
Once every 10 years.
Yeah. Okay.
You're
I've
like,
literally
I want
gone
some
once, and it was probably 10 years
went
ago.
once
Legit
as well.
But here's my thing: is the cheese, the appetizer, all the cheese, great. The desserts, all of the fruits that you dip in it, the cheesecake bites, all that,
Yep.
great. The middle part where I
Yeah.
gotta cook my own chicken in this
Yeah.
broth, I'm good.
Yeah.
So literally,
Oh,
if you
yeah,
ever
you
go,
gotta,
just
sit
get the
there and wait.
appetizer of cheese,
Yep.
and then you get the dessert.
The food was
That's
the
it.
food was a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's why do I want
I get that. It's
Same thing with
kinda hot
crab
pot.
meat and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Right?
Yeah.
I love doing
like,
hot
what?
pot, but it takes so long to cook.
What?
Actually, there's one really close here. It's a hot pot joint, and what you do is you take a bowl and you get a bunch of seasonings, whether it's peppers, onions, all the other stuff like aromatics and whatnot, and they will bring broth for you, and it boils in front of you, and you can take raw meat and dip it in, or you can let your vegetables cook in it for a little bit. But yeah, you they give you a plate of raw meat, and then you pick it up
Molly's
and
face is not in.
No,
Cook it quick in
I'm
the-
looking
in the
at it. It
broth.
looks like a ramen kind of place.
It's kind of like
almost.
ramen,
So-
except you cook with the broth. You don't. I mean, you eventually can drink it
Yeah.
and eat it, but you use it for cooking your protein.
So I'd be willing to try it.
Oh, it's really good. It
see,
just
if
takes
you
forever.
go, but here's the thing: is if you go into a place like this, you know and you anticipate that you're cooking your meat because
Yeah.
that's the experience. With the fondue place, I didn't know what I was stepping into,
Yeah,
so it was
fair.
good. I can just dip the bread into cheese, eat it. I'm good.
For some reason, I'm 90% sure that we had fondue on our registry, and then ended up
Fondue pot. That's so
No.
80s.
never used it, and then
I bet my parents had one on their registry.
it was either given to I know we had a fondue. If it wasn't on the registry, we had a fondue pot. We just never used.
Nice.
I don't know if we bought it. I don't know if Tanya had it, and we just had it forever, but never used it.
How do you feel about those places? There's not as many. There used to be one here in Madison, but where you cook your own kind of food. Do you think that's fun, or do you think it's gimmicky? It's you do it once and that's
Wait,
about it?
what is it?
There's so hot pot. You're cooking your own meat.
Yeah.
Right. And there's the fondue as well.
Yeah.
Korean barbecue. A lot of places, not here in Madison, but they have a grill in the middle, and they give you raw beef that's sliced, and you grill your own. Do you think that's
That'd be kind of fun.
yeah, right?
For the right vibe, you gotta know what you're getting into.
Yeah. Also, the experience of it to do it at least
Yeah.
once, I would try it.
Yeah.
Now, also, if I'm taking my kids there, not happening.
No. Yeah, it's just-
Not a chance.
The restaurant's called The Henry on Coronado Island.
Okay.
All right.
So you can look it up and check it out, Molly.
I'm
All
looking
right.
up
Shout
right
out
now.
to the Henry. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
This is Robin Bryden from the depths of Scotland, and you're listening to Jim, Matt and Molly on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
All day, every day, the Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you. 844-770-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more.
Wisconsin weather doesn't ease into spring. It keeps you guessing. That's why your windows and doors need to handle everything. At Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, we build for year-round comfort. Now get 0% interest until 2030. That's years of no interest, so you can upgrade now and pay over time. Plus, enjoy a free in-home consultation, expert installation, and a 10-year limited warranty. But order by April 30th. Schedule today at PellaWI.com.
Harry Douglas here. Let me ask you something. What if you can enjoy the taste of a cocktail, the warmth of a spirit, and still stay fully in control? That's RK Zero Proof, a pioneer in the alcohol-free spirits category. RK delivers bold flavor and a real warming sensation with zero alcohol, zero sugar, zero carbs, and 0 calories. Perfect for nights out, social gatherings, or anytime you want the experience of a drink without sacrificing tomorrow. Check it out at rkbeverages.com. That's ARKAY beverages.com. RK, all the flavor, none of the alcohol.
Evan Cohen here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app, share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required, not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Need new tires? For a limited time at Zimbrick Honda, you can buy 3 tires and get the 4th for only $1. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Chalmers Jewelers has the perfect gift that sparkles and shines.
Mother's Day, birthdays, anniversaries, no matter the occasion, we have stunning gold and natural diamond jewelry that makes a statement. Many under $8.99.
Elegant, timeless, and surprisingly affordable.
At Chalmers, we believe every milestone deserves a little brilliance.
Because unforgettable moments deserve unforgettable gifts.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
And Madison.
People travel the world to collect Hard Rock shirts, and Hard Rock Casino Rockford is going to give the people what they want. Get in on the action at Hard Rock Casino Rockford, where all new Unity card signups receive an official Hard Rock shirt, plus free play to kickstart a winning streak. Whether you're spinning the slots or playing the tables, you'll be dressed for success. Hard Rock Casino Rockford. Let's Hard Rock. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 833-234.
Bo here from Ridgetop Exteriors. Southern Wisconsin got hit hard with hail recently. If your home took a beating, now's the time to take action. We've been delivering top quality roofing, siding, and window services locally for over 23 years. With free damage assessments and insurance experts on staff, we've been your licensed, local, and trusted contractor since day one. Don't wait until small damage becomes a big problem. Turn to Ridgetop Exteriors today. RidgetopExteriors.com. That's RidgetopExteriors.com.
Ridgetop Exteriors.
This is Robin Bryden from the depths of Scotland, and you're listening to Jim, Matt and Molly on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
Analysis Weekly is coming up next on ESPN Madison. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Jim Rutledge alongside Molly Brown and Matt Hamilton. Primetime Laura Sean behind the glass. You can see us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream and stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app. So, Matt, what other food, do you feel weird that the food tonight is not being made or provided by you? Because I feel like in your domain, this is your thing.
Yeah, no, it's definitely something I would prefer to do. because I think I'm better at it.
Well, I would hope so if you think that you're better than restaurants at it. So.
Yeah, so I'll probably get put in charge of something. I'm sure there's going to be a steak or something that needs grilling. I'll volunteer.
How many people are coming over to your house? Is your sister bringing friends?
No, this is the in-law side of the family. My sister-in-law and her kid came into town today, and then I think it's going to be 6 of us. 5.5.
Okay. The kid is a half?
Yeah, he's like 3.
Fair.
So he's not going to eat like a full person's worth of food.
Every once in a while, it's a wild card. Every once in a while, they're all of a sudden they just bottomless
They're
pit.
literally a bottomless pit.
I
That's what I was
remember
going
a
to say.
couple times as a kid, I'd eat like a rack of ribs, and Dad would be like, "You had a whole rack. Like you don't need any more food."
Like, because Nola does this sometimes, or like they're small enough where like they don't fully realize, and I don't do a great job of this as an adult. Of like, I eat all this, I'm not going to feel good.
Mm-hmm.
But I really like it.
Yeah, it happens to me on a weekly basis.
Yes.
See, I know it. I just continue to do
like,
it still.
So you're
that's
getting
why
into
I'm
it, but
shaped.
Like,
That's why I'm 95% body fat. 98.
98.
Yeah.
Doug Drake,
I've been working out.
Wait, would you go on a diet? No. But it's one of those things where like as a parent you feel really bad for your kid because you know that feeling, and they're just like all of a sudden like my stomach doesn't feel good because I ate way too much food. Yeah. It's also a sign you made something really good. Because one day they won't eat anything. And the
or
next
they
day
love ice cream.
Yes. Or steak. Steak is one that usually gets Nola.
Yeah.
You know what? That ranch ice cream that we talked about earlier, my son would devour that. Literally devour. He loves any kind of like dipping sauce. Like the other night we had like wings and we like, I don't know, like had it like little dipping sauces.
Yeah.
And son, he like wings and french fries. That's what it was. And then we had like ketchup, ranch, and barbecue. And then he like was like, Mom, can I mix them? And I was like, sure, I'm done eating anyway, so like go for it. And like that is his jam. So like
Just
ice
mixing
cream,
sauces?
ranch. Yes.
Making his own sauces. Now?
Loves doing it.
I love that.
And just eats it.
That's great. That's the start of wanting to cook and learning to cook. Finding flavors you
Good.
like.
If he can be a
mixing them together.
chef, if he can be a chef and cook me food, count me in.
He's only a couple years away from being able to use a stove.
Yeah. Couple years is
with supervision.
With supervision, sure.
Yeah.
He's probably like
You
5
can teach
years
him how
away.
to cook an egg, and then away you go.
That is like the first thing that we taught our older ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, pancakes, like girls like to like I handle the actual like for Nola I will handle the pan.
Yeah.
But she does the rest.
Yeah.
But Rosie can do the whole thing actually.
Yeah.
It's actually every blue moon every once in a while she'll wake up and she'll just like, I'm gonna make some breakfast.
Nice.
And I'm like, still would prefer you at least woke me up so I go to the couch just in case. But like we got the glass top stove and everything,
Yeah.
so it's not like an open flame or anything.
Yeah.
So we're not too worried. More of like I don't want to wake up the kids screaming because they burned themselves.
Or set off a smoke alarm because
Right.
we forgot something was on the burner.
Right, exactly.
Or the very common, especially with those glass tops, is you're using 2 burners. You turn one off, move something, and then bring like your plastic
Yes.
cutting board
Yep.
and put it on that spot
Yep.
where that burner
Yep.
was, or something
or
along
like
those lines.
I mean, there's a little
Touch it.
Yeah, there's a little red dot that'll say it's hot, but that's in the back of the stove. Like,
And I'm not paying attention
no,
to that.
Yeah,
I mean, look at my hand right now. That's from reaching in the oven. I got a huge burn, 2nd-degree burn on the top of my hand.
Gross.
Yeah.
ovens are hot, man.
I
Look, shows
literally
your
touched
old man
the element
scabs.
at the top of the oven. I was broiling something and obviously
God,
had
those
the
get
rack
so
up really
hot,
high
yeah.
so it could get close. And I just millisecond. But I smelled like the burnt hair. It was bad.
You. I'm checking out on the YouTube stream. This is totally a side note, but I thought it was funny.
We're on a point here.
I know. Burnt Broad on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream said, I hope Fickle and LVN have great seasons. That's who we have.
I do too. I hope they have great seasons too.
Matt is the biggest. You know what? Speaking of pickles, Fickle. Fickle and Pickle.
Did we do
Collab.
that? Fickle.
Fickle's Pickles.
Fickle
Bring,
Prince.
bam!
Yeah,
bring that
Fickle
NIL
Prince.
money into Wisconsin. Woo! Get that collab going. Bringing it full circle, baby. Ryan, you like that?
Steel sharpens steel. Let's go.
Woo! It's Javette Mobb presented by Coors Light.
See ya.
That's talent acquisition